special request, a look inside one of these turbine-powered LED shower heads. Now, when these first came out, I bought one, and it didn't actually last that long. And it was extremely hard to open. It really was quite hard to open. The last one I had, and I'm guessing this will be the same. I'll show you how it works. You basically, when water flows, and I'll just blow down the end to emulate this. Can I even do this? Yeah, that probably sounded great. It basically has a wee turbine in it. I hope it's got a turbine in it. And it generates enough power to light the LEDs. Now, the one I had before, it was extremely difficult to open. Oh, vices, everything. And in the end, it turned out that it unscrewed. The front unscrewed. I don't know if that's the case with this one, but I think I'm going to have to just pause momentarily because I have already tried various techniques with this, including ramming it into the sole of a shoe and then twisting, and it's not turning. So I don't know if this is going to have to be prized out or if it will unscrew. So I'll be back in one moment. Well, modest length of time and quite considerable violence later. This is not screwed in like the previous one was. I had to end up prizing it out, cracking the plastic in the process because it's glued in. Okay, that's okay, it's open now, so we can go further with our exploration. So I'll just put the gel out the way and the vise. Right, so there's a couple of screws holding this in now. This looks like it's potted in, which is good because I have to say the previous one I got wasn't, and it had seals which didn't really work, and then everything went corroded inside. Oh, this might not reveal an awful lot. It's not going to reveal an awful lot. Everything is potted inside, and the rotor, which is a different shape from the one, the water coming into the head comes in here and turns this, it spins it round before it can exit out these ports here and then go out the front of the shower. But as far as I can see now, if this is potted in, yeah, you can see the LEDs light there, but oh, well, that's kind of like, it's potted in resin. What can I do? I mean, it means that it's pretty well sealed. It's not going to have the problems the other one had. But it doesn't reveal an awful lot without actually going any further into here. And this is hard potting compound. It's not the soft rubbery stuff. So we're just going to have to try and work it out from here. That this is a computer fan style hub. Like this sort of thing. Do I have a computer fan near here that's kind of open at all? I don't know if I have. No, I don't. But there'll be in this case it's a stator because the rotor is the one with magnets on it, with the windings on it, and they're probably going through a rectifier in here and a small smoothing capacitor and then just the LEDs, because these LEDs, there's no intelligence to this. It's not telling if it's, they're just the ones that when it spins they're just flash through the colours. They're just generic LEDs. So it's going to be super simple, but having said that, it's better designed than the first one, so there's every good chance that it's actually going to last quite well, because really it is so sealed that there's just nothing to corrode. It's these magnets against the I mean, I suppose it could get yuck in there, goo up, but that's about it. So sorry guys, that's not actually terribly exciting, but it really is just potted in. Right, well, we don't actually give up that easily, do we? So that's me in now, and here's what we have. We have, I should do a wee doodle of this actually. Here's the rotor, the bit that this, should I say the stator, the bit that this rides on, and it's a three-phase, oh, that makes a nice loud reassuring pop as it comes out. It's basically a three-phase generator. It's got 9 poles with 3 windings wound round. Let me see now. There's probably, they must be referenced to each other because there's 6 diodes. This is a 6 diode rectifier. Where's my notepad? And pen. Pen. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Where's my pen? There's a pen. Right here. So the transformer, the generator should I say, is basically, it's got one coil, and I'm guessing one coil like that. So there's it's basically a little 3-phase unit. And then there's 6 diodes forming a 3-phase rectifier. And each of these pins will be coming on to 2 of those diodes, one pointing towards positive rail, and one pointing to the negative rail. And then, fundamentally from that, so that's positive, that's negative. Because it's 3-phase, it doesn't dip right down to 0, like a single phase would do. It bounces a bit. So that's what stops these LEDs from losing their colour position, because they're the typical LEDs with a wee chip built in that does the colour changing itself. And all they're doing after that is they've got the positive, the negative, and the LEDs are just slapped across, and whatever current is generated by whatever flow of water, that's as bright as the LEDs go. They'll just kind of match. There's 5 LEDs in this. It does have the position. It does have 5 positions for 3 times as many LEDs, 15. And I'm guessing they make different versions of the circuit board with the little thermal sensor in it to do the sort of colour changing effect according to temperature. But having said that, it's pretty pointless. I think I prefer the colour changing one. Not that I'll be doing much colour changing in my shower now, but that had to be done. All in the name of science.